Hello everyone, this is Quinn from Power Admin. Today we're going to talk about how we can add configurations so that we can automatically configure servers as we add them to our servers and devices list. And how we do that is by using a dynamic server list monitor. That monitor will be able to determine which servers need to be added to this list. And then you can also add customized monitors that will be automatically configured with those servers when they're added. So to do this, there's two parts to this. First, we need to configure the monitor templates that we're going to use. And then second part is to create the dynamic server list. So let's get started with that. As you can see underneath Advanced Services, we have the monitor template library, and then we also have global monitors. So what we want to do first off is to create the customized monitors that we want and then add them as templates to this library. You can do that one of two ways. The first way would be to right-click on the directory and say Add New Monitor Template. And just like adding a regular monitor, you would scroll through this list, select the monitor you want to add, say OK, and then you will be presented with the configuration for that monitor, and you'd configure it the way you'd want it. And then simply say OK, and it's added to the monitor template library. The other way is to actually go ahead and create those monitors on an actual server. And then when you have them configured the correct way or the way you would like them to be configured, then you can simply right-click on them, select the option to add them to the template library. And that's the way I'm going to show you today. So I'm going to go up to Servers and Devices, and I already have a server here. And you can see I have 3 IIS service monitors here. I want to add those 3 to my monitor template. But one thing I would suggest doing is making sure you have it configured the way you want it, and also have the actions that you want to have with each of those monitors. So all we need to do is to right-click on the monitor, go down to Template Operations, and then select the option to Copy to Monitor Template Library. And that will copy it there. So let's do it on all 3 of our monitors that I have configured. Okay, so now those are copied down underneath Monitor Template Library. So if we go here, we should be able to scroll down, and there they are, 1, 2, 3. The 3 monitors that I selected to be templates to be used with my dynamic server list. Okay, the next thing is to add a dynamic server list. And as you can see, I opened this global monitors up, and there's lots of monitors already configured. They help with the automatic configuration and other items. So let's right-click on Global Monitors and say Add New Global Monitor. And then let's select Dynamic Server List and then say OK. That brings us to the configuration for this specific monitor. First thing we want to do is to change the name. And I'm going to call it IIS Services. Then we need to configure the rule to figure out which servers we want to add to this list. So there are 2 options here, all of the rules or any of the rules to match on this. And we only need 1 rule, so we're going to leave it at the OR operation, and then click on the left side there, and we're going to go down to Has Windows Service. We're going to select that and say OK. That puts that in there. And then we have the operation, and we're going to select equals, of course, but I wanted to show you that. Then we're going to click on this to find the service that we want to key on. And we're going to select this Worldwide Web Publishing Service. And we're going to say accept. So put that there. So any server that has this service running will be included in this group. Now let's fine-tune our configuration. We want to ignore any servers that we've blocked from auto configuration. We also want to create a group, a dynamic group that will be listed under servers and devices, and that will include the servers that this monitor finds. And where we place that, we can put it in any group or at the servers and devices level. I want to add it to automatic configurations, so it's underneath that. Then we need to go ahead and select the 3 monitors that we configured, and there they are, 1, 2, 3, and we'll select those. And now we can do a test run, and what will happen is it will pop up a little box saying, these are the servers that I found, and we found this server called Bedrock. And that's correct. I'm only expecting to see 1 server when I create this, or when this monitor runs. So we'll say OK. Now, just like any other monitor, we have the ability to add actions. Now, these actions won't be added to your monitors that you've configured to be added to the server, but it will run actions based on your settings here. Fire actions if if servers are added to the list. Fire actions if servers are removed. This monitor will run every so often, and if it sees a new server or it sees one that's been removed, then it has the ability to notify you if you want that done. And we're going to select fire actions if servers are removed from the list. Now we need to tell it which actions we want, and we're going to select my email action, and we're going to select that over there, and we're going to say OK. Then the last item to check is, of course, the scheduling, and this is set to run every 3 hours or so. These don't need to run as often as your regular monitors, but they should run frequently enough to add new servers to your list. I'm going to leave it at the defaults. You can customize that to fit your needs. Let's say OK. So once we say OK, we should get a list. It should be added. There it is right there. IIS services. We'll select that, and there's our configuration. Okay? And if we test run it again, we'll still get that same Bedrock. Let's go ahead and run this monitor so that we can see that it actually created something. So I'm going to right click on it and say run now, and we'll give it just a minute to go ahead and create what it needs to do. And you can watch the process. You can actually click on this and say when was the last time run, 7:59, which is now. So let's go up to servers and devices, and we'll go to our automatic config group, and you can see that we have a IIS services group listed here. So let's open that up. Look at that. We have our power template, and we have the 3 monitors that we configured to add, and we also have the Bedrock server that we knew was going to be added. And if you click on that, you'll see that those 3 monitors have been added as a template to that server. And that's it. It's straightforward, pretty easy. 2 main steps: create your monitors and then create your dynamic server list, and make sure as you go along that you configure each of these steps to have the actions that you want. It's so much easier to make sure your actions are listed with monitors before adding them to any of the groups. Thank you and have a great day.